Hi, dear students. You are welcome back to Edubbey Dynamic Solution. And what I'll be teaching you today is the spreadsheet of May-June 2023 paper 32. So in my previous video, I think this is the last part for the practical. I've been doing the paper, some videos for you on paper 21, 22, paper 31, and this is the last one, which is the spreadsheet of paper 32. I put the source file in the description of this video. Now, the question says the Tawara Animal Sanctuary is currently running on this. So you read all this instruction, but the most interesting part of this is all currency value must be in dollars displayed to two decimal places. Now open and examine the file, this file in your spreadsheet. This is the file. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do here is to be able to see everything fully visible. Just click here to select all, and in this column in between of A and B, you see this line. So just double click so that you can see everything fully visible. Now the question answer says copy and paste the content of A4 to B5. A4 to B5. So let's look at it. A4, copy and paste to B5 here. Paste it there. Then the next question says delete rows 3 and 4. Row 3 and row 4. The question says we should delete it. Very easy. So just right click, or of course you can click on delete here. Okay, click on delete. Done. The next question, place in the header center align the text spreadsheet prepared by. In the header center align, click on insert and you click on header and footer. So in the header center align, so spreadsheet prepared by, make sure you mind your spelling, then followed by a space, followed by a space, your name, center number, and candidate number. All right, your name, center number, and space, then type your name, center number, candidate number. All right, center number and candidate number. Then after we've done that, then a space followed by on, then space followed by on, then space again, then followed by today's date, followed by today's date. Just click on current date. Where's the current date? Then followed by a space again, then current time, today's time. So you use current time. Oh, sorry. Before that, I think the question says followed by at, then followed by automated time. So before this, we put at space time, just as simple as this. After you finish, so just click anywhere on the screen and you can click on view, you click on number. Okay. Now, the next question then says, save your spreadsheet with the file name project underscore, then followed by your center number, followed by your center number. So file, save as, you save it in your work area or anywhere, then project underscore, then your center number. Now you change the format of the file, change it to Excel workbook. Click on save. Now the next question says merge cell A1 to N1, A9 to A12, A13 to A16, and A17 to A20. Format the matched cell A1 to N1 to have a solid black background. Format the spreadsheet to look like this. All right. So you need, this one is 7 marks. Take your time. So in my own case, what I would like to do here is, let me just minimize this. It makes things easier for me. Now let's look at the first thing I would like to do is to do the border. So highlight everything until 25 and until 25, right? Highlight everything. Then let's do the border. So you click on home, click here, border, then you click on more, then you choose this second option, then you click here, click here, here, and in the middle. All right, press OK. Now we have the border now. Now, after we've done that, look at number one, you merge onto N. Click on merge. Merge is here. Then at the same time, the question didn't say what is the what's it called? What is the font size, but at least it needs to make it bigger. So let me increase the size to some extent. Then the background is going to be black and the text color is going to be white, like this. Now, then if you look at this, you will see column A. Let me quickly work on column A. Column A is not that big. This one is quite big. So column A, just double click here. It will adjust itself. That's column A. All right. Now, after I'm happy with that, let me come back to everything in column A. It is bold. You see, everything in column A from A to 25 here is bold, and it's also center aligned. If you can see clearly, it's also center aligned. So I do center align. Now, I'm doing it one by one. So for my row one, I finish with row one now. Let me come to row two. For row two, this one is okay. Month, January until December, everything is bold and center align. Bold, center align. You click here as well. So to make it to be justifiable horizontally. Now, I think that's all what I need to do in row two. No more, no less. Row two is okay. Now, let me go back to row three. For row three, project and income, they are bold. Both of them are bold and also center align. Look carefully. Both of them are also center aligned. That's only thing I need to do in row three. For me, I prefer to do it row by row, so that I will not skip anything. Now, row four, look at it carefully. Row four, so elephant is bold. Then for this one, now all the text, look at this 3480. If you look at all this one, you will see all the text here, 3480 until here they are right aligned. So let me highlight all the text. Everything I put it right align. Okay, everything is right aligned. Now let's now look at row 4. What do we need to do there? Row 4 is okay, nothing. Row 5 is okay as well. It looks like their own. Row 6 is okay too. Then row 7. Row 7, we need to drag this one inside, drag it inside like this. We drag this row 7 inside more, something like this. And then row 8. So these two are also bold and centered. Bold and center, expenditure. Now, look at this column B. Column B, everything in column B is actually center. Everything in column B is centered, center aligned. So I'm now in column 8 is row 8 is okay. Row 9, if you look at 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12 is actually merged. So I'm going to merge it. After you merge it central, you put it what do you call middle align, okay? Now, if you look at 13, 14, 15, 16, it's also merged. Then after that, middle align for the elephants. Then for monkey, 13, 14, 15 is done. Then for tiger, 17, 18, 19, 20 is also merged. And after that center line, then if you look at that 21, we put it inside just like what we did for 7. Then 22, 23, everything is okay. Now, the last thing is look at this row 2, expenditure. Then total is bold. Total here under 16 is also bold. Then total under 20 is also bold. Uh, then balance is also bold. You are not expected to lose any marks here, by the way. Just take your time, look at this very well, and you do it. 7 marks is quite much. So don't lose 7 marks because of you are not patient. So to do all the editing. So take your time to do all the editing. Now, if you are happy with that, the question answers place in appropriate cell function to calculate the total expenditure for each month for each project for each month. Total expenditure. This expenditure, we want to calculate the total. You just say, let me make this one bigger so that you can see clearly. Okay, we say equal sum. We are using sum function. Then you add all these three together. That's all. So this is the total expenditure for which month is this? For January. So to do the same thing, just replicate the same formula. This relative reference, by the way, you don't need dollar sign. This is not absolute reference. For each project, the first project is elephant, done. Now we need to do the same thing for monkey project as well. So monkey project, this one, highlight, press enter, then you do the same thing onto here. Then for tiger, we do the same thing, equal sum, then you highlight all these, press enter, then you drag it to this place. Now, after we finish all this, the next thing is place in cell C23. C23 here. This is C23, a formula to calculate the balance for the elephant project in January. So C23, we say equal. So how to calculate the balance? So which means we remove the income minus expenditure. That's the formula, right? Or how do you calculate the balance? You remove the money with you from the money you spend. That's how to know the balance. Now, what is the income for elephant for January? Elephant. This is the income. Elephant for January, this is it. Then what we need to do is we need to remove it C4 minus what? Minus the expenditure for January. This is the total expenditure. Expenditure, elephant, this is the total for January. All right, you remove the income from expenditure, this negative value. The question answers this is the income for this project for this month minus the total expenditure. Oh, you are even told what you need to do. Okay, now calculate in cells C4 and C25. C24 and C25, we need to do the same thing. The balances for other two projects. Replicate this three formula for all other months, which means we say equal. What's the balance for, what's the income? The income for monkey is this for January minus the expenditure for monkey. Then this one also, the income for tiger for January minus the expenditure for tiger for January. Done. After that, just highlight this three, then replicate it for the rest of the cell, for the rest of the month. So you get the value now. Now, this one, this tax is also done. 4 marks. Now, apply the appropriate formatting to all cells containing numeric value. You remember earlier, the question says you need to put everything in dollar into decimal place. Highlight everything in dollar into decimal places. So you choose here, here, then choose USD. Okay. Now it looks like this. After we've done that, apply the conditional formatting to only cells in the range C23 until N25. C23 is here. C23 is here until N25. Highlight everything. Now, what do we need to do to this one? We need to do conditional formatting so that if cell containing a value greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. So what we do here, can you see conditional formatting here? You see this one, conditional formatting. Then you see highlight cell. Then you click on more rules. Okay. Now, what do we need to do? So we say cell value. We choose greater than or equal to what? Equal to 0 according to the question. Greater than or equal to 0. The cell has a light green background. Then you need to click on format. So light green background, you click on fill, light green. This one is a green. We can choose the light one, light green. What about if you choose this? You also get it. What about if you choose it? Are you going to lose marks? Of course, you can't choose this one is a dark green, right? But any color you choose here, you will get mark for that. Light green background done. Now you come back to font, dark blue text. You see, dark blue text. You click on color, dark blue. We have blue here, dark blue. You see? Then you choose. Then press OK. Then you press OK. You see how it looks like. How it looks like. Now, if this one is okay, so from here, the next question answer is the less, so less than 0. So the cell has a red text on a white background. So greater than, oh, I think, okay, less than 0. So now we need to do another conditional formatting. So we've done for this, right? So we need to highlight it again, highlight everything again. So then conditional formatting again, highlight, then more rules. So now what rule do we want to create now? Less than 0. You choose less than 0. This one, less than 0. Type. Then, oh, sorry. Uh, this one, more rules. Then we say less than 0. Then what happened? If less than 0, you click on format. Now, the cell has a red text. The cell has a red text. We choose a red one. So on a white background, you click on fill and you choose white background. All right. Press OK. Then press OK. It looks like this. Now, the question answer is place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the conditional formatting rules, cell range, and cell range and formats. So basically, the cell range we need to you click here, conditional formatting, rules, this one, more rules. Now we need to choose. So basically, what you need to do here is to take a screenshot of, the previous one we did. So greater than or equal to 0. All right. So you take a screenshot of this, then you click on format. You take a screenshot of this part as well, together with the color you did. All right. Then, and after you finish everything, the question says save the spreadsheet. Then print your spreadsheet showing the formula. Okay, to show the formula, all what you need to do here is to click on formula, then you click on show the formula. But when you show the formula, you will see everything might not be fully visible, by the way. But let's look at the question. So make sure the row and column headings are displayed. The page orientation, row and column heading, the page orientation is landscape, and the content of the cell are fully visible. So the first thing we like to do here is click to highlight everything, and you double click. You will see that everything will be fully visible like this, which means all the formula you use. Then after that, you press Ctrl P to print. Then you click on page setup, then sheet, and you need to show the row and column headings. Click here. So you show the row and column heading, and the question says you should use the landscape. Then we are having two pages landscape. Even though it doesn't look nice, well, you can leave it like this, by the way. But another way of doing it is you click on no scaling and you choose fit, not fit on a single page, but at least fit all columns on one page. You see, you fit all the columns on one page from column A onto column N. Then, and it's actually visible like this, so you can print like this. This is the first part of the question. And the last part of the question says print your spreadsheet showing the value this time. So what you do is the easiest way of doing it, because you've already messed up. You see the A is too long and things. The easiest way of doing this is just click on undo to go back to how it was previously were. So just you show the value now. Oh, I think Control Y, press Control Y. Okay, it was like this initially. Okay, it was like this initially, basically, before we printed the value or the formula, I mean. So now make sure the printout fits on a single landscape. Then the row and column headings are not displayed. The content of all the cells are also fully visible. So Control P. So you come back here, page setup, sheet. Then you have to deactivate this one. Don't show it. Then it's going to be landscape as well. Everything is fully visible and you can now print. All right. Then I think that's all. Then make sure your name, center number, and candidate appear on every page. Then save and print. All right. So thank you for watching this video, and always show you. If you come to my website here, I also have the question bank for you, so you can always come to the question bank, and so you can practice with. We have physics, chemistry, ICT is also there, so you can practice with any sort of question. When you click on screen, all right, you can choose, even though you need to log in first. And then another thing is don't forget to purchase some of my courses as well. So thank you for watching this. Bye.